Welcome to the Dream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tamashi, and we're back for some more Opera Omnia. The Baldur's Gate 2 Musings video is taking me a bit longer to edit than I anticipated, so I wanted to get something up in the meantime. And I thought, the Square Enix livestream just ended, so I might as well cover that. So, on the 24th, we will get a new option, the Either option, so you can either choose that, and the game will automatically decide whether or not you host or guest. But the more interesting one to me is the token exchange related pack. Token exchange related quality of life improvement. So they've added 2 new filters, passive acquired and passive not acquired. And that's helpful because I have a really bad memory, I have short-term memory loss, and this will help me quite a bit. I often forget which passives I have and not acquired. So on the 25th, we'll get Hope's Banner. One I'm terrified of, because as I said in the previous videos on the channel, if I got, Jack, Penello, and Cryle LDs with tickets, that I would pull on Hopes with gems until I can have access to Ultimecia's BT, either from G tokens or just getting it naturally. So, I'll be spending gems on this banner, and I'm terrified of doing so. The last BT I pitied was Kefka. The last BT I actively pulled for was Kefka's, and I pitied that one. And it was a full pity. I will never let that go. Next we have, on March 1st, Act 3, Chapter 1, Part 1. That'll be Sunday night, for those over in my time zone. This Lufenia is a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to it, even though I could run the synergy characters. I like using characters that aren't synergy for them, so I'll be running Kefka, Hope, and Ultimecia for it, with an Onion Knight friend, so hopefully that goes well. Initially, this was one of those banners I was going to be pulling gems on, and I may decide to go tickets depending on whether or not Ultimecia's BT wants to play ball and not make me pity it. Also with this, we'll get new limited time event missions and limited time chocobo panels that can give you some EX tokens, so I'm looking forward to that. Anything that gets me more EX safety nets is nice, because last month I pitied Zande, whatever. I pitied his EX, I'm still not happy about it. Next we have the 9 million downloads campaign, also on March 1st, so log in 8 days, you get 9,000 gems. And also new world hunts, which involve Act 3 missions, and you can get up to 99 tickets, which will be nice. Since it's a token exchange, it may or may not be nice depending on how, may or may not be nice for me, depending on how my banner pulls go, because I am approaching the ticket cap again. Also on March 1st, a lot of March 1st stuff happening here. We've got LD boards for Gao. So he will be the other banner that will be available with Onion Knight. So if you're not interested in pulling an Onion Knight, Gao's LD boards are pretty loaded. He gets a lot. He basically got a rework on his LD boards, because they changed how his skill 1 and skill 2 counters work, which is pretty nice. Also, you get synergy for Rama, so that'll be pretty great. I already have Gao LD. Gao's great. Gao's an FF6 character, so of course I already have his LD. Gao's probably still my favorite character in the game to play, even though I haven't been using that much, because I've been playing Kefka out of spite as of late because of how much I spent on his BT. Also, I forgot to mention, the Onion Knight banner and the Gao banner will have free polls on them. The only banner in this spread here is Arcella on March 5th. For some reason, isn't getting a free pool. That's pretty odd. But Theodore is on March 10th, if you couldn't tell by the silhouette. That is Theodore from Final Fantasy IV The After Years. Initially my plan was to pull gems on Theodore as well. I don't know. Depending on how Onion Knight goes, I may just gem until I get Onion Knight BT. because Onion Knight's a favorite of mine. I didn't mention it before, but Onion Knight was one of my holy trinity in the original Dissidia with Kefka Ultimisia. With Kefka and Ultimisia. Arcella's Lufenia is one I'm not looking forward to, because it's a rather annoying one. Because I like to play debuffers, but you can't have too many frame debuffs up, because you need to dispel them to increase the orb count. It's all rather annoying and tedious. Will I be spending any resources on Arcella? This game likes to throw Arcella's stuff at me, despite me not liking Arcella and not wanting to play Arcella. That said, apparently there's also a bug with Arcella that has her with a 100 attack and max Brave Aura, a 100% attack and max Brave Aura when she's in a full party, which is ridiculous. Maybe I'll toss a few resources at her banner. It depends on how Onion Knight goes, if I will be spending tickets on her. Otherwise, no. And if Ultimisia is nice, I may go to full pity on Onion Knight. Keese is on March 18th. I love me Keese. Keese came to me. I can't remember how many tickets I spent on Keese when his EX first dropped. I think it was like 27. It was something really stupid and low. And Keese has been really nice to me. I swear it's not just because I think Keese is really attractive that I'll be pulling for this character. It would be smarter for me to wait until Leo's banner, because if I remember correctly, he will be on Leo's banner as well. But Keese treated me well so far. I'm gonna give him some stuff in return. Keese will be the only thing on that banner I'll be going at. Keese LD will be the only thing on that banner I'm going after, because I already have Zidane, I already have Cloud fully built. On March 22nd, we have the new Dimension's End, which is Dimension's End Transcendence, which is all Lufenia stages. Let that cold terror just creep up on you. Dimension's End Lufenias. You get guard tokens and BT tokens for completing them. I believe it's 3 B tokens for beating all the Dimension's End. All the Dimension's End stages for a tier. So you have two sub stages on each tier, and you're locked out. When you use a character in each sub tier, you're locked out of who you can use on the other one. And then for the final stage of any individual Dimension's End tier, you can only use the characters that you used in the previous 2 sub-tiers. So we'll have Gabranth for this. I'll be spending tickets on Gabranth. I already have him built up. I'm only missing his LD. And I like Gabranth in this game. I like him a lot. I love me my debuffers. He's more relegated to call stuff, and he has a good call. So he'll get some resources from me. And as I was saying before I interrupted myself, you get 3 BT tokens for doing the full tier, and then there's a challenge quest for this as well. So essentially you can get 4 BT tokens every time one of these Dimensions End Transcendent stages comes around. So be on the lookout for those. On the 15th, we will have the return of Camelot. I'm not a big fan of Cam. Never have been. And the BT on this banner is Cecil. And Cecil is absolutely getting tickets from me. He's so broken. He is so ridiculously strong for this point in the game that he's released. Yeah, he's getting tickets. Camelot? Probably not. He's not a favorite. He's not a character I'm interested in. And I thankfully did not say aloud that I will be pulling for all the villains, so I won't be. This Lufenia is not particularly difficult. I'll probably run something like Kefka. If I get Cecil's LD, Kefka, Cecil, and Kuja, and that'll be what I'll run for this stage. The next community stream will be on the 22nd, so if there's anything that wasn't announced during the stream that you were looking forward to, it might be on that stream. In particular, the Start Dash banner, and that'll be the last banner I talk about. Start Dash banner has nothing but bursts on it that I care about. Has nothing but bursts on it for me, because I already have all 3 characters are going to be on that banner: Cloud, Squall, and Lightning, fully built, except for their bursts. So what I'm thinking is I'll throw 100 tickets at it and see what happens. Because if I can get Squall's burst without having to token it, then I'll token Cloud's, and that'll be it. Because I don't particularly care about Lightning. And I didn't even want her LD in the first place. I don't recall why I spent tickets on her. But that's it for me. That's it for this recap. The Baldur's Gate 2 Musings video is on the way. It's almost done. I'm about halfway through the editing process. So look forward to that. Hopefully, I've been working really hard on it, so hopefully that is the thing that helps the channel grow. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like the video, comment down below, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel, because it tells me you like my content and want me to keep making it. It also helps the channel grow. Until next time, later.